Good morning, everyone. My name is La, and I'm from a small countryside village in central Vietnam. Today, I woke up early to enjoy the fresh morning air and the peaceful beauty of rural life. In this video, I'll take you on a journey through my hometown and share some of the simple but wonderful moments that make life here so special. If you enjoy discovering new places, local culture, and authentic countryside experiences, make sure to stay until the end of the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment to support my channel. Your support inspires me to create more videos and share the beauty of rural Vietnam with people around the world. Now, let's begin our adventure. Here in our countryside, most families raise chickens at home. It's a familiar part of everyday rural life, and you can see chickens roaming around in almost every village. However, raising pigeons like my family does is much less common. There are only a few households in our area that keep pigeons, which makes them a little special to visitors who come by. Pigeons are known around the world as a symbol of peace. Many people associate them with hope, harmony, and friendship. I'm not sure if you already knew that, but it's one of the reasons these birds are so well loved. At the same time, pigeons are also raised as a source of food. In Vietnam, young pigeon cooked with black beans or made into porridge is traditionally believed to be nutritious and good for health, especially for children and pregnant women. For my family, raising pigeons is not only a part of daily life, but also a small tradition that has been passed down over the years. It's one of the many simple things that make life in the Vietnamese countryside unique and memorable. The roads in our village are usually very quiet and peaceful. There isn't much traffic during the day, which is one of the things I love most about countryside life. Traffic only becomes busier during festivals, special events, or public holidays when more people travel to visit family and friends. Even then, most of the vehicles you see are motorcycles rather than cars. Motorcycles are the most common way for people to get around here. Cars are still relatively uncommon compared to larger cities, and that helps keep the village calm and relaxing. During the summer months, the sun rises very early in this part of Vietnam. By around 5 o'clock in the morning, the first sunlight is already shining across the fields and village roads. Because of the early sunrise, people here often begin their day much earlier than usual. Many villagers are already outside working, exercising, or taking care of their animals while the air is still cool and fresh. It's a simple way of life, but it's one of the things that makes the countryside feel so peaceful and connected to nature. Every morning brings a fresh start and a chance to enjoy the beauty of rural Vietnam. As soon as the sun rises, many farmers are already on their way to the fields. Starting work early in the morning is a common part of life here in the countryside. In my village, farming is the main occupation for most families. The land provides food and income, and many people have spent their entire lives working in agriculture. After each harvest season, the fields must be prepared again for the next crop. Farmers clear away the remaining plants, turn the soil, and level the ground before planting begins. As you can see, this farmer is carefully preparing his field for a new season. From what I know, he plans to grow black sesame here. Farming is not an easy job. It requires hard work, patience, and long hours under the sun. But it is how many families earn a living and provide food for their households. These days, the cost of living continues to rise, making life more challenging for many people. Even so, farmers keep working hard, hoping for a good harvest and a better income to support their families. Life in the countryside may seem simple, but behind every field and every crop is a great deal of effort and dedication. It is the hard work of farmers that helps bring food to our tables every day. In our countryside, people don't only grow vegetables and other crops. Rice farming is also an important part of daily life and has been a tradition here for generations. Sometimes, after the rice is planted, the young rice plants do not grow evenly across the field. This can happen for many different reasons, including weather conditions, soil quality, or the way the seeds were distributed. That is where these women come in. They help farmers improve the rice field by filling in the sparse areas, and they are paid for this important work. The young rice plants are carefully pulled from places where they are growing too densely. The seedlings are then gathered and tied into small bundles before being carried to other parts of the field. Once enough seedlings have been collected, the women begin replanting them in the thinner areas. In simple terms, they move young rice plants from crowded spots to places where more rice is needed. This process helps create a more even rice field and gives the crop a better chance to grow well throughout the season. It is a small but very important step in rice farming. This type of work can be hard on the back because it requires bending over for long periods of time. However, after years of experience, these women have become highly skilled at what they do. As you can see, they work quickly and efficiently. Every movement has a purpose, and their experience allows them to complete the job with remarkable speed and precision. Watching them work is a reminder of how much knowledge and effort goes into growing the rice that eventually reaches our tables. Behind every grain of rice is the dedication of hard-working farmers. This is the village loudspeaker, a familiar part of rural life for many generations. Every morning, when people hear its voice, they can almost tell the exact time without looking at a clock. For decades, the loudspeaker has been sharing important news and community announcements with local residents. It has become a small but meaningful part of everyday life in the village. The loudspeaker does not operate all day long. Instead, it broadcasts at specific times throughout the day, delivering information when people need it most. Even today, despite the popularity of smartphones and the internet, the village loudspeaker remains a unique symbol of rural Vietnam. Breakfast is an important part of daily life here in the countryside. In the past, most people ate breakfast at home before going to work. But nowadays, it is becoming less common. Many people prefer to stop by a small restaurant or food store on their way to work instead. The most common breakfast dishes here are noodle soups and different kinds of noodles. You can sometimes find other dishes, but noodles are still the favorite choice for many local people. One thing that may surprise you is how affordable the food is. If you gave me $10, I could probably enjoy breakfast here for around 20 mornings. Compared to many other countries, the prices here are very low. This noodle shop is one of the places I visit most often. I have been eating here for quite a long time because I think the noodles here taste better than those from many other shops nearby. Today, I ordered a bowl of chicken noodles. The aroma is wonderful, and the flavor is just as good as always. Sometimes I also choose fish noodles. And to be honest, every noodle dish here is delicious in its own way. Now I have a question for you. Looking at this bowl of noodles, how much do you think it costs? Leave your guess in the comments and let's see who is the best at guessing prices in rural Vietnam. And that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed spending the morning with me and learning a little more about everyday life in the Vietnamese countryside. There are still many interesting things that I would love to share with you about the village where I live. If you would like to see more videos like this, please follow my channel and join me on future journeys. Your support encourages me to continue making videos and sharing the simple beauty of rural Vietnam with people around the world. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again in the next video.